I do a funky dance. I do a funky dance. I do a funky dance. Sorry, I was just paying attention to his idle animation. I was just kind of amused by it. Anyways, though, we're going down the stairs. Let's do this thing. There was a ladder going underground where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder? I could say no, but sure, why not? And apparently humped the ladder on our way down. I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wonder where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. And apparently he had an underground cavern under this house. That is not conspicuous. Oh, look, if you look up, you look at the ladder. Those boxes would have allowed me to climb up the ladder again, but I didn't want to go back up there. Not with that body, all that blood, which did not bother me a second ago, but now it does. I knew I needed to take a look around. Okay. Nothing? Okay. What's this? Footprints in the dirt. Look like more than one kind, and a lot of traffic. Well then, that's kind of strange. Whatever this place was, it was obviously used a lot. Yes, that would imply that would be multiple footprint cases, whatever. Whatever this place was, it was obviously used a lot. Oh, okay. Yes, that's true. Is this a map? Can I get a map now? It was an old map of the town. Places all over were marked. The industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. The guy upstairs must have The guy upstairs must have done this, but what was his interest in the water tower? You just said he marked multiple places on his map. Why is the water tower notable? You said random houses, a station, and for some reason the only thing you pick out of that is the water tower. Speaking of water, get some water right now. Love water. Anyways, though, some of the markings match the scribbles I saw on the bookshelf upstairs. What was going on here? Could they possibly be linked? Who would have ever guessed that the bookshelf upstairs was linked to the underground cavern right below the house? Right? Right. Alright. Here's some more things I can take a look-sees at. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait, there were photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. What? You're making a comment that there are papers about murders, and then a picture of our house, and then I'm in this house? What are you trying to say me? Oh, God. Rachel, please be okay. I wanted to rush home, but I had to find a way out first, and I needed to see what else was down there. 'Cause I needed to see. Anyways, though, we have something else we can look at right here in this form of this table. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun. I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I? This is kind of tricky because I got this sneaking feeling that me touching a dead body and the files in the cabinet and a gun are all terrible, terrible ideas. And this is supposed to be a different horror game. I mean, technically, while this is horror norms, it's kind of suspicious in the setting where it looks like you might be the murderer. So maybe I shouldn't take the gun, but I will take it because I guess I will interact with everything this time. Let's take that gun. Yes. I tucked the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. Why did I take the gun? I don't know. You tell me. Me? Let's go right down here. Yes. A ladder. What kind of homemade rack? Some kind of homemade rack slung together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that. Did they? The smell in that room was like old grease and rot. I wasn't getting any closer to finding something useful. Anything useful, I mean. Hooks. Rusted hooks, like the kind you'd find in a butcher, hung from the ceiling. They looked pinted and worn from heavy use. That man upstairs, did he do this? I was getting more nauseated the longer I stayed here. I felt sick and weak, like I hadn't eaten for days. Which very well may have been the case, because I don't know how long I've been passed out now, do I? Crudely made shells. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. The slight fumes that still emitted from the cans made me dizzy. A ladder in a cage. It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom, something wet. That place was getting worse all the time. I knew I had to keep moving. Oh boy, oh boy, oh dear. Oh dear, oh boy. Jolly good show. Anyways, though, here we have another desk. The desk looked old and was caked with grime. On it was stack of old faded paper, covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out and illegible. Notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters. None of it made any sense to me. And a door. Ooh, this doesn't look good at all. Hanging nooses, bones. There looked to be bones, half dug into the ground, and the remains looked old. The faded clothes that stuck amongst the dirt looked familiar. They looked like the clothes that woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? Oh dear, oh dear. I wondered what would I have found if I had dug deeper. Well, probably more bones. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyways, though, we're going to be going back. This guy is kind of oblivious, but whatever. Down this ladder. Yep. Alright. Oh, you can climb up and down it. Would there be any purpose to climb up and down it? I'm not entirely sure. Some kind of old boxes that looked like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing here? There. If I was scared before, I was terrified now. Why were there photos of our house there, and these clothes? Was that why I was there? I checked my back pocket and realized my wallet was missing. Did I come to the house, or did somebody bring me? Well, it could go either way, I could think right now. However, that would have happened if I didn't interact with those objects earlier. Would he have said the same thing? Don't know. More piss water. Anyways, ooh, rats. I hear rats. Rats. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Got me. Anyways, though, nothing. I remembered noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. Ooh. I don't remember if I jumped down here or found another way. It looked to be a long way. Did I jump down? That's a terrible idea. No, I would not do that. Maybe there's some other way to get down there without risking more injury to my leg. Let's see. What's over here? Okay. There was ropes hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? Yes. Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend. Quite possibly. I had the rope now. There must have been use for it around somewhere, and I just hear whispering. Probably from that skeleton in the closet. You're stuck in the walls, aren't you? I can't go over there. Sucks to be you. Now I use the rope, right? The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? Yes. Fantastic rope animation there. The ladder was too high to reach. I must have tried to find a way out from where I was. Oh, okay, what's over here? A wall! Quite fascinating if I do say so myself. It's got nothing but grey in it. This way, then. I could hear a faint hum, and the smell from before started to get worse. Well, that's pleasant. What the... Now there's a hum. Where the fuck did that come from? That was not there just a second ago. Oh, another paper. It's getting louder, too. A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out. Danger due to cave-in. I wanted nothing more than to get out of there. Makes sense to me. Oh god, it's getting very loud. Horror ambience. Back in here I go. Hum, hum, hum. Hum, hum, hooray, hum, 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 hum. Hum, hum, hooray, hum. Backwards I go, then. Yes. Let's see, so if I'm supposed to be going over here, and in here I find scary ambient horror noises. What could be in this door? Who knows? Let's find out. I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against the heavy metal door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could have, though, I would have run straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least, I thought, I had found the old handgun. It seemed to work, and from the smell of it, it had been used already. I kept the gun in my pocket. It seemed a familiar weight there. Oh, boy. You know you're totally putting yourself out to be the bad guy here, right? I'm just letting you know that. Okay, it's dripping from there, I see. An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there, but it was so high up that it must have been a sore landing. My leg ached just thinking about it. Oh, God. This guy is so obviously painting himself out to be the bad guy. This is so obvious, it's almost terrible. His leg is aching. He didn't know I got the injury. There's mud on his thing and blood, and I did not want to go back into those tunnels. It seemed better to press on. Oh boy. So anyways, though, I guess we'll look down at this. There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it. Odd. There was some similar dirt on my own shoes. I am in fucking... I killed the man. I mean, that's what the game's trying to point me to. What is this? I did not mean to go up there. Or did I? What's this? Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take the tape? Yes. I wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but I took it anyway. I did not want to keep digging through this mess. Yes, you do. Why wouldn't you want to dig through garbage? You dumpster diver. Down here we go. Let's see what's in here. I could hear a faint trickling sound, like water. What was that? Could be anything. Exit. Don't want to take an exit yet, so... A kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife? Why not? I will take everything. I slipped the knife into my boot, since I had the gun in my pocket. Did I really need all this? Maybe you did. What the fuck? Okay. The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. And the door that was open. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. Through the dust, I could see handprints from previous use, probably from whoever worked in these sewers. Those sewers. And the people who worked in the sewers didn't just question why there was a door leading over to what looked like a torture scene. Whatever. I wasn't sure what those valves were for, but did I turn it anyway? Yes. Whatever these valves did, this one wasn't pumping water anymore. Okay. That means what's over here? 2. What does 2 stand for? Another valve. I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? Yes. The valve was still active. Did I turn it again? Yes. Whatever these valves did, this one wasn't pumping water anymore. Almost like a rhyme book or something. 3 and 4. I wasn't sure what the... Yeah, I know, you said this like... guys, he's repeating himself now. And then was still active. I turn again. Yes. Did I do it again? Yes. Whatever these valves did, this one wasn't pumping water anymore. It's like a book where it's like so repetitive, like those children books, I mean. Anyways, though, he turns it, and whatever these valves did, this one wasn't pumping water anymore. Okay, that's what we did over here, I guess. Just turned valves. Oh boy. So now we head back to where we came, and now I'm starting to get a little bit on edge, only because so far everything's been really peaceful. Like, why the fuck did you give me a gun and a handgun and a knife? I'm just like, maybe picking those things up were a terrible idea, because I'm pretty sure my guy killed the peoples at this point. It seems really obvious. Oh boy. Turning those valves must have drained the water that was in this room. There was a ladder I could reach. Oh boy. What was down here? Looked like the water drained out of that grate in the wall. The smell didn't improve much, and the room was damp. I guess I can climb back up here, because that's a smart idea if I've ever heard of it. I like go backwards. Like, how far could this guy go backwards? It's kind of weird how far you can go back for a while, but then he won't let you go past a certain area. Yeah, I know. Your leg was aching thinking about who could have possibly have jumped out through there. It's not. It obviously wasn't you, right? Alright, so then we just go and press forward. Yes! And we already looked at that, so we go over here and look at what appears to be mud-caked walls and go this way. Oh, obviously, walking through this damp sewer tunnel with all the water wouldn't get your shoes all muddy, now would it? This safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? The faded paper was yellow and dusty, but there it had obviously been wiped off recently. The door was locked. I could see a faint light within. Yeah, I know, I thought you might say something else. Up here, I guess. What's this? What is up with these strange symbols? Oh, what's this? I found another dead body, a sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. There was a key ring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Yes. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked the key from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. I was feeling even more sick from seeing another dead man. I didn't want to get any more blood on my clothes. Yes, because that's obviously why it's making you sick. Oh boy, this is going... Video camera. There was a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what had happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. I couldn't help but wonder if someone was watching me from the other side. Alright. So I'm guessing this key ring is for that door that was locked with a light behind it over here. I'm probably right with my assumption. I used the key ring to unlock the door. I was right. Who would have seen that coming? The shelf full of security tapes was strictly organized, though covered in dust. I looked like the tape I found was the one that was missing from the shelf. I wondered what was on the tape and why it was thrown out. Guess we're about to find out. There was a dusty VCR on the security desk. I wondered what was on the VHS tape I found. Did I play the tape? Yes. Jesus! The video showed a man, right there in the sewers, being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and stretched, like somebody had tampered with it. It looked like there could have been 2 men. I couldn't stand to watch that video again. I wondered what was on the tape and why it was... Why are you asking? You just watched what was on the tape. Fuck. Okay, anyways, onward. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. No one can bring me down, 'cause I'm beautiful. I'm sorry for killing you, dead man. I was feeling even... Yes, we commented on this dead man. It's okay, though. I'll write a book in your honor. So now, let's get out of here. I could smell a hint of fresh air here. I must have been finally getting out of that strange facility. But I wondered, did that key I found on the sewer worker open anything else? Oh boy.
making me go explore everything just to make sure that key didn't open anything else. I'm a fucking completionist. I mean, wow, it smelled and dampened. Okay, went through there. I mean, what else am I gonna find with the key? Was there any other locked doors I passed by or something? Okay, I guess there was actually one door I kind of passed by, but I don't remember where it was. So I've already been here. And I don't think he's gonna go that way. So the key door that was unlocked or was locked was probably over here, because I remember there was a single locked door which I passed somewhere. Me and my completionist self tasked to find out what was in it. I guess it was this door. I tried a bunch of the keys on the key ring I found on that sewer worker, and one of them seemed to fit. Oh boy. What the fuck is this shit? A collection of stale liquor. Bottles covered the floor. That room didn't seem like much of a place for drinking. What was the point? Papers everywhere. Killer? The wall was littered with dozens of old faded papers. Whoever did this was obsessed with some local murders. According to some of the clippings, bodies had been found in ravines in the forest, and in one case stumped in the back of an abandoned truck. I couldn't be sure, but some of these same articles had been pasted up back in those tunnels. Did that sewer worker find this room? Is that why he was killed? What's this? A faded receipt was half trampled on the floor. It was from the local train station, and it was for 2 tickets. I didn't know what use it could be, but did I keep the receipt? Yes. I neatly folded the soiled receipt and slipped it into my front pocket. What is this static noise, though? It's kind of creeping me out, even though there's no point to it. Guess I'm going out of here, right? Right. Creepy. Anyways, though, I guess the exit... Fuck. Hey. That made me scream like a girl. Anyways, let's get out of here. Oh boy. Then we go right back out the way that we came. I'll say bye to the dead man. Bye, dead man. Anyways, we go this way, and back in this outside area. This must have been the other end of that ventilation shaft. Whoever used it could have gotten past that flooded room to this. Clever, but why go through all the trouble? This must be the ladder out. Meet you guys next time in home. And home is where the heart is. On to you, good chops.